That night, the rivers stopped singing. The water was unnaturally still. Across the landscape, the hills of Kogi State whispered softly, as if they were trying to warn someone. Long, long ago, in this very land of Kogi State, there lived a small boy named Sadiq. His home was a special place, nestled right where the big rivers, the Niger and the Benue, come together. The elders called this sacred spot the meeting of waters. During the day, it was a paradise for children, the laughter echoing as they played near the banks. But when night fell, everyone stayed away. It was said that the rivers were alive, with spirits and stories of their own. One evening, as twilight painted the sky, Sadiq was chasing after his favorite goat, which had wandered too close to the river banks. Suddenly, the sky turned dark much faster than usual. A cold wind swept through the reeds, and a strange silence fell over the water. The rivers made no sound at all. A deep fear crept into Sadiq's heart, which began to beat like a drum. He wanted to run, to scramble back to the safety of his village, but his legs felt heavy, as if rooted to the ground. Then a voice, ancient and soft as the wind itself, echoed in the stillness. "Remember us," it whispered. Sadiq cried out and squeezed his eyes shut when he dared to open them. Again, a kind-looking old woman stood before him. A gentle smile played on her lips. "Do not fear," she said, her voice calming his racing heart. "This land protects children who listen." She took Sadiq's small hand in hers and led him safely back to his home that night. Sadiq had a powerful dream. He saw Kogi State not as a place, but as a beautiful child. This child was dressed in clothes made of lush green forests, and her hair was a cascade of long hills and ancient rocks. Her eyes, clear and deep, were the two rivers, but the child was sad. Tears welling in her river eyes. In his dream, Sadiq saw why. He saw people hurting the land, cutting down the trees that were its clothes. He saw them throwing dirt and waste into the rivers, clouding their bright gaze. They were forgetting the old stories, the wisdom of their ancestors. The land was crying, and its silence was a sign of its pain. When Sadiq woke up, the sun was bright again, and the familiar song of the rivers had returned. But something inside him had changed forever. From that day on, he truly listened. He sat with his elders and soaked up the stories of the Ibira, Igala, and Okun people. He learned how they lived in harmony with each other and how they revered the land that nourished them. Sadiq began to share what he had learned. He told the other children, "Don't play by the rivers at night. Don't hurt the land. It's alive, and it feels what we do." At first, the other children just laughed at him, but one evening, as they stayed out till late, they heard the wind whisper those same warnings. They saw the mighty rivers fall silent, and then they believed together. The children started to make a difference. They organized cleanups along the riverbanks, pulling out the trash that choked the water. They planted new trees, little saplings of hope for the future. They sang the old songs of peace and unity that Sadiq had learned from the elders. Slowly but surely, the land began to smile again. The hills seemed to stand a little taller. The forests grew stronger and greener. And the rivers sang louder and more joyfully than ever before. And even today, in Kogi State, when the sun sets and the rivers go quiet for the night, the children run home quickly. They don't run out of fear anymore. They run because they remember Sadiq's story. They remember that the land is watching. The land is alive. It loves, protects, and rewards those who care for it. Thank you for listening. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more tales from around the world.